Okay, now time to take a look at the blueprint because this is it's important, and the blueprint is basically the format to which you will create your in-stream ads that will make it the most likely that you take advantage of this hack that I told you about, meaning that you will get clicks, but the idea is to maximize clicks and minimize views because you're charged for views and clicks. Clicks give you the results, and views give you the hole in your wallet. So you want to kind of make the as far apart from each other as possible. So it's actually quite simple, but do keep this blueprint in mind, please, as you create your ads, because this has been proven to work by yours truly. Now, before we get before I get, I want to be humble, but I'm going to be honest. I pretty much invented this blueprint. So, take it for what it's worth. I've tested many, many ads. This is what works the best. So you've got a concentrate of information here, and you should really, really take advantage of it. So 1 to 5 seconds. By the way, before we get started, I want to tell you that I'm going to show you how to create these ads, in case that's not clear already. I'm going to show you exactly how to create these ads with different pieces of software. Okay, so 1 to 5 seconds, maximizing clicks, minimizing views. So 1 to 5 seconds, capture attention. Okay, that's your goal for 5 seconds. Remember, after the 5 seconds, they get to skip the ad. Okay, you want that to happen somehow, but you'd like people to click, right? So 1 to 5 seconds, capture attention. It's the most important. You can do this by effectively by knowing what your target is looking for. So examples include, hey, looking for the best woodworking tutorial out there? Someone watching a woodworking tutorial video. Hey, are you a fan of YouTuber's name, right? And I used that on a King Human's channel once. I ran an ad. I said, hey, do you like King Human? I like him too, but my stuff is better. And I remember that ad was baller. It made a lot of money. So trying to make Facebook ads work, etc., etc. So basically, by the video they're watching, you know something about it. And with that in mind, you can call it out. And calling it out is the easiest way to get someone to say, whoa, yeah, that's me, right? I do want to make Facebook ads work. Okay. Here, you just need the target to pause for a second and consider your ad. Now, we get to cut people that we don't want watching our ads and costing us money. So bait the target from 5 to 8 seconds into skipping your ad if they are not at least interested in your content. So you do that by telling them to skip, but you don't do it too bluntly. I remember I ran an ad and I said, I don't even know. I said something, right? And then I was like, not interested, skip this ad. And I remember people would just skip this ad. They would just skip it, and that was silly. I had a lot. I saw my view rate drop dramatically because people would actually just skip the ad. Like, oh, you dare me to? I'm gonna skip it, and they just skip it. So you need to add a sense of guilt to skipping your ad. So nowadays, when I run an ad, for example, a Facebook ad, I say, hey, are your Facebook ads performing as well as this? And then I show them a screenshot of one of my ads who had a beautiful return on investment. I say, I have their attention. After 5 seconds, I say, look, if you're not serious about making money on Facebook, then you can skip this and go back to whatever you were doing. And people thought twice, and the ad was good. I'm starting to find a pattern with all my good ads, the ones that work. You can skip this ad now. So, a little sense of guilt, never hurt anybody, and it's very present in marketing anyway, so might as well just do it. And graphics work great. I always add big arrows pointing to the skip button. That's because you really want to lead the click. Remember, if they click, you're not paying anything. Well, you're not paying anything, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. 8 to 15 seconds. You now have a few seconds to sell the out of your product website. So the way I do this, I usually do this, is I either find a nice way to say it or a funny way to say it. But really you find this by finding a video that you want to target, or a type of video that you want to target, and then kind of knowing your topic, and you can joke a bit about it. But if you don't, then writing the top 5 features of your product offers your product. Yeah, it was product slash offer, but okay. And try to fit it all in this desired time frame. So 5 features in 7 seconds. If you do a mix of voiceover and writing on your screen or whatever, adding graphics, possible, really possible. If not, the treetop, it doesn't matter. Be careful to make it clear why your product relates to your viewer based on the content she's been watching. For example, this Facebook ads course. I do have one, but I'm going to redo it. I'm not selling it right now. I need to get around to making more videos. Yeah. And for example, you say, look, are your ads performing this well? And then you show a picture of an ad that's performing well. And then you tell them to skip. And they're still watching, so you're golden, basically. And then you just go like, Facebook ads are so amazing. They've propelled my business to the top, and etc. It's okay. But even better than that, it would be saying, the video you're about to watch might be good, but is it as good as a 3-hour long HD course showing you exactly my blueprint to Facebook success? Right? So the answer is clearly no. Unless the video he's watching is the most boring thing ever, then no. So make it clear why your product relates to your the video they're watching and why it's better. If it's a tutorial video on a very specific topic, right, then you need to give them a reason to click on your to go to your website instead of just skipping and watching the video, because the video they're watching might be good, but your goal is for them to never find out because they never actually watched the video. Okay, sneaky stuff, but very effective stuff. So 15 to 30 seconds plus, adding a clear and compelling call to action. Okay, so I think I did show that to you, right? In the ad example, it was a big button. Now buttons don't work anymore. You need to point to the URL. That's okay. Point very clearly to the external URL in the bottom left of your screen. If they can't see it, they won't click it. Yeah, that's true. Back in the days, a big button would do it. No, it doesn't. I do need to go back and check whether or not annotations work in stream video ads. I don't think they do, but when I previewed one of my ads, I actually saw the external URL show up. So the annotation, excuse me. I'm going to go back and check because this is really pretty important. So I need to know before I tell you how to do this. After your call to action, either freeze the video or keep adding value and close your video with another CTA around the 25 seconds mark. So the reason we do this, if you freeze the video, it means that if someone's just watching out of boredom, and at 15 seconds it just stops, and after 10 seconds they realize the video is not going anywhere, the sound is off, everything, they're probably going to skip. So they didn't skip the first time, they might skip the second time if they're not interested, or they might click, which is good. Or you can decide to go with the other route, which is after 15 seconds, keep adding value, and then add another call to action at the 25 seconds mark, which still gives them 5 seconds to get bored and skip, which 5 seconds to get bored and skip is more than you need. And if they don't, then they go over the 30 seconds mark and you pay for an impression, but big deal. But in the end, you want to pay as less as possible, so that's why I'm putting this in there. So this blueprint, really simple. Honestly, you can have it written down in a really small piece of paper somewhere. I suggest you do, because it's important. And you should create all your in-stream ads around this blueprint because it works. It's been proven to work, and it's taken me personally ages to figure out. I mean, I would just jump in. I don't know how many ads I created. Countless, let's just put it that way, a lot of ads. And that's the blueprint that's consistently worked for me. So I suggest you use that too. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to create the ads, upload the ads, target the ads, optimize the ads. It's going to be beautiful. Thanks for watching.